Arc System Works has quietly been dropping small announcements about Guilty Gear Strive 2.0. They started with an announcement that there would be a trailer for the update during the finals the weekend of March 20th, followed by showing off a screenshot of updated UI at the character select screen. Finally, there was an announcement that EVO Japan 2026 will feature that update, which means all signs are pointing towards the game updating very soon after this year's Arc World Tour finals. And I've been seeing a lot of people sharing their wishes. UI updates, features in different modes, and mostly, to be honest, balance changes. But personally, the thing that I keep thinking about after reading about some of the ideas they have with this 2.0 update is actually a very old, at this point, developer's backyard from before Guilty Gear Strive Season 3 came out, or I guess around when Season 3 came out. So when Season 3 was releasing, this was slated to be a big update, and ASW shared their intent with Season 3. And their rationale was, at this point, there were some players who essentially played the same character for about 2 years, and that's people who mained one of the launch characters. So they had a plan to give these characters new moves to open up characters and freshen up the experience for players. Now the thing is, with Strive 2.0, there are still actually 4 launch characters that do not have new moves, and in the previous Developer's Backyard update, Arcs has shared that these moves are ready and are being tested. So that is for Soul Bad Guy, Kai Kisk, I have to say Kisk, it's really hard for me, Naogoto Yuki, and Leo Whitefang. These are the last 4 characters to not get a special move yet. And it is 2026, so this is 3 years, almost, since we received this initial communication. So I think something that people are missing from this like rebalance and rework discussion, or what people want to see from characters in the update, is typically I see people just talk about characters that they just really dislike or find very annoying. So most of the time I see characters like Elfelt or Happy Chaos universally get recommended for reworks, but then other characters too, like Asuka or like Anji, just characters that people just don't like that much. And rework here is very important because it suggests redesigning something fundamental about the character. But personally, because of this statement back from Season 3, it makes me think the characters that should get really big changes or reworks are actually the Season 1 and Season 2 DLC. So in the case of characters from Season 1, Gold Lewis was released just 2 months after the game came out, and if I recall correctly, he was supposed to be a launch character. Then Gold Lewis, Jacko, and Happy Chaos all came out in 2021 also. Baiken was really close. She came out January 2022, and then there was a bit of a gap until Testament came out in April 2022. These characters have gotten plenty of changes since they've released, but they all, kind of with the exception of Happy Chaos, tend to focus on really specific things that they want the character to do since the beginning, in my opinion. They try to balance the character around a move that people aren't using enough for whatever reason, or they specifically think that move is not doing enough, which I know sounds very similar, but is not the same. Simple example with my main Baiken. Baiken players have a meme that if we're getting a big patch, something is happening with S Kabari, the tether, because they really want you to use the move. Many Testament changes have been around the stain state. More methods to apply it, more rewards to hitting it, giving it more advantage, getting a combo throw, not activating an OTG so you can do more setups, just stuff to make the thing better. Jacko has shifted around quite a bit, but after giving her the full minion resource at round start, believe it or not, she did not have this on launch. She has been similar for quite a long time. The shifts on what she ends up focusing on change over time, but she has the same general game plan. Gold Lewis has gotten a ton of changes over the years, but everything he's gotten is mostly focused on him getting into his ideal range and getting to use his signature special move, Behemoth Typhoon. I am summarizing, like I know this is like a oversimplification. These characters have continued to get balances around these things, while the launch cast have been getting new moves and then being tweaked around these new moves. Now, some characters like Baiken have gotten new moves, as in a reimagined variant of something they already have that you could use in a new way. Baiken had parry for a while. That was her main defensive move. And all the techniques around parry usually involved meter. She used to be able to cancel the startup of her parry into super to mess with people's timings. And knowing what moves were punishable by super, punishable by that, and where things had gaps was a big part of her game plan. Then she got the guard cancel parry in season 4. And it's the same animation as parry, and it is a parry. I struggle to think of another character that has a guard cancel parry. The only one I know off the top of my head is Hakumen from BlazBlue, and we said that thing was very bad. But the guard cancel parry that Baiken has is pretty good. But in the end, it's a new move, but then it's also like not a new move. It's the same move as parry. You could just use it in a new way. So that's like season 1 and season 2 characters. Like these characters, if you even think of like Bridget or Sin, those characters also came out in 2022. So in summer of this year, like Bridget is going to be like a 4-year-old character. She's basically done the same thing the whole time. For season 4 characters, it started with Dizzy at Halloween 2024. So even Dizzy has been around for a while. I don't think these characters need a rework necessarily. They haven't really had that much time to grow. Dizzy has only been balanced essentially 2 times, and then Venom and Unica have only gotten balanced 1 time, and then Lucy is due to this patch. So those characters, I feel like it makes more sense to just balance them. And then typically we get balances for the newer characters, like the Venom and Dizzy recent balance in August, where they have this huge list of changes, tweaking stuff. So I feel like the actual characters that are the odd ones out, this group of characters is pretty controversial too in the game, are the season 3 characters: Johnny, Elfelt, Abba, and Slayer. Now, these are characters released in mid to late 2023 and early 2024, and these characters are both very popular, and people also don't like fighting them. And I don't really have a call with these characters, so Elfelt is one of the standout examples of people want the character to be reworked, and I think time-wise they could be on the table for that as well. But personally, I would probably go for rebalance with them too outside of Elfelt. But let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to put this out because everything I heard about characters from other people, as far as like what are they going to do after this discussion about what 2.0 could be from the dev side, I have mostly been pointing at characters going, oh, I don't like this character, so I want them to be reworked in a way where I like fighting them more or something. I think all that is valid, but I just can't help but think about how old some characters are, and that's the reason why the launch cast was getting new moves in the first place. Let me know what you guys think though. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you want to support me, you can do it on Patreon, patreon.com/LordKnight. I do free videos too, so you can just join for free, and we're just like fighting game tips and stuff. And I have paid content like early videos and discussions on what I'm doing next and all sorts of things. If you want coaching, I do that over on Medify, medify.gg/LordKnight. I also stream 4-5 times a week on twitch.tv/LordKnight or here, and we also record videos for my second channel there, LordKnight Chronicles. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.